Alrighty, well, welcome to the stream to anybody that is currently sitting in the chat. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome in. So, without too much preamble, I am going to be drawing Five Nights at Freddy's again tonight, and tonight I'm drawing the bear himself, Freddy Fazbear. Before we begin, make sure that you words. Make sure you smash the like button in the face and subscribe to the channel for more art and animated content if that is your sort of thing. I stream every Mondays and Fridays. Mondays are our art, like static art days. Whereas Friday is my animation day to stream that for you guys. Let's switch over to my main stream here. Doop 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 boop. Hi, it's my hands. They say welcome to the stream. So I have a new toy as well. It's like super bright light. Jesus, that is absolutely blinding. But I figured I would get it because I think the last time we did this, when I did Springtrap, here he is, by the way, in all his finished glory. Springtrap got finished. The light got really bad, so I decided to pick up a brand new light for these sorts of streams so I can see what I'm doing and maybe so you guys can see it a bit better as well. So, without too much further ado, I am going to start sketching out Mr. Freddy Fazbear. This is like watercolor scrappy paper. It's the same stuff I used for Springtrap. So I'm going to be painting with gouache today. Just so you know, if anybody does want Springtrap, he is for sale. If you want him, make sure you hit up the Discord, join up over there, and message me. So, let's throw some music on and let's get sketching Mr. Freddy Fazbear. I should probably play like Fnaf music for this, but I don't want to. Whoop, that's loud. Ooh. Okay, let's get going with this. Hopefully that. Excuse me, the audio is not too loud. Let me just check this. I don't think it is. Just inch it up a couple of notches so it can kind of be heard. Speakers, what are you doing? Are you not working? I don't think my speakers are working. Why are you like this? Well, it is set. That's weird. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so get some audio. There we go. Right, I'm gonna get on with this. I'm drawing a Freddy Fazbear. I did toy like with doing glam rock Freddy, but I figured it would be more fun just to kind of draw the OG Freddy to begin with. So let's get going with Mr. Fazbear. I don't know if I should do him portrait or landscape. Probably landscape. Yeah, that's probably going to work better here. So, anybody that is in the chat, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure you make yourself known and say hi. All I can hear is my dog barking. He does this every day. My goodness, it's been like a really long time since I've drawn Freddy. It's a Freddy Fazbear. Excuse me. I think that actually goes out a little bit wider. And then his muzzle is kind of diagonal to this. Sorry, I know it looked like I was pointing at the screen there, but I was actually, well, I was pointing at the screen. I was looking at my reference that I have. Alright. Mr. Freddy Fazbear. And then this actually comes out below. And it goes right the way around. So what have people been up to today? I'd imagine school and work and all that good stuff. Actually, like the bottom of his jaw is kind of curved there, but then it goes a little bit flat. Guess I'm on my own for this stream. Okay, so that kind of comes in there, and then his cheek kind of puffs out quite a bit, actually. It puffs out. He has a puffy cheek. I'll add in his, like, whisker dots later. Kind of feels like I'm drawing Bonnie right now. Okay, and then the top of his jaw is about... I don't know whether I should add in, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been shown it, but he has, like, a handprint on his face. So I don't know if I should, like, draw that in. Or paint it in, I guess I should say. Hello, hello! If you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. I'm drawing a bear! Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Make sure you say hi in the chat. I think it kind of goes up to a point. Don't know why I said curve. It goes up to a point, not a curve. Did I turn my mic on? I think I did. Yep, I did. Just double checking. Sometimes I forget to turn it on. Because I'm a derp-a-derp. And then you can kind of see, not very well, but you can kind of see like the moving robotic part in there. So if we do that. That's his jaw. Wait, I think that needs to be slightly lower because it comes in... Yeah, that's about there. That goes to there. And then the back of his head is the... Because that connects below his jaw? Way to go, superstar! Wrong Freddy! It is the wrong Freddy! Okay, so his lip is kind of there, showing his lovely pearly whites. So he's got, I think, 5 or 6 teeth showing. Not gonna lie, I would love to see like a real life Freddy Fazbear's pizza. Like this needs to be made like ASAP. Someone needs to make it. And he's got his big old jaw. And he's kind of got like a little cleft chin, doesn't he? Freddy has a cleft chin. I think it's actually slightly bigger, but I don't have much paper. Or much room on the paper. Right, so the back of his head... His jaw actually connects underneath the back of his head. Or is the back of his head connects below it, so... I don't have much space, but you can kind of see his bow tie just below his chin. I think on the right side is where the handprint is. And got the top of his arm there. It's the top of Freddy's arm. If you are just hopping into the chat for the first time, do make sure you say hello. Right, so we've got tooth, tooth, then there's like a gap, and then another 2. But these have got like a bigger gap between them. Although it's kind of slanted. Like that. And then a third one, just his muzzle there, but it's smaller. And then I think there's one slightly behind it as the jaw curves around. This cleft chin goes not all the way to the bottom, but excuse me. So that's his jaw back there, and then you got the other side of his arm, which comes down to his bow tie. And goes out there. Hello, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. Not going to be able to get all of his bow tie, not his bow tie, his hat in, but we can get some of it. Hey there, Miku, welcome. And yes, bears. One specific bear, as it goes. A specific bear that might bite you if you're not careful, but how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, good to have you here. I think I might need to take his hat back a little bit, actually, because I think I've done it too far over. Where is my pot of pens? I need my erase. Ah, there it is. Got it. Don't know why I put it all the way over there. Right, let's pull this back ever so slightly. I don't really like erasing, but let's just redo this. So if I do the edge of the hat there and curve it, there we go. And then we've got the top of his hat. There's about there. It's a little hat. He's wearing a little hat. It's cute. Then his head, or the top of his head is around there. Yeah, it connects to this side of his head there. And we just need to do his other ear before we do his eyes and big old eyebrows. And then we can start painting. Hey! The funnest thing. The funnest thing is painting. I will show you how it's looking in a moment. I know my arm's in the way. I do apologize for that. Okay, so we've got that bit there. So this is what he looks like right now. Obviously he doesn't have eyes yet, but I'm just about to draw those. Oh, that's really bright glare, sorry. If I put it flat, maybe it looks better. There we go. Can I dim it ever so slightly? There we go. That's a bit better. So yeah, taking shape. We just need to do his eyes, and then I can start le painting. Also, coffee time. Coffee break is needed. Right, eyes. So his eyes kind of start at the edge of the nose. They're almost like D-shaped. It comes into about there. And then above that we've got his big old eyebrows, of course. It's a Freddy Fazbear! And then, actually the other eye starts more or less in the middle of his nose. And then kind of comes in at the edge for that part. Oh my god, Freddy! Alright. Now we just need to do those good old eyeballs. It's the nice thing about Freddy, like, he's not like Springtrap in that I have to do, like, eyeballs embedded in freaking animatronic town. Most of his eyes are black here, I do think so. Kind of gets flat at the bottom there, but that's kind of in the dark bit. Also, hello, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's actually dark, and then his iris of his lar. And then beyond on the other side is actually in quite a lot of black, to be honest. Subscribe to the channel or Freddy's gonna come and bite you. Actually, this is more curved on this side, I think. Alright, well, he's ready to paint, I think. It's just a shame that his nose doesn't make the honk sound. I need to kind of position this light so it's like not in my way, but not so bright that you guys can't... Oop, no, it's off completely. Right, that's super bright. It's super bright! I mean, it works for me because it's just super bright so I can paint with it. Bear with me, I'm just trying to reposition this. Let's have it like that on the second one down. Right! Now we can start painting Mr. Freddy. So I'm going to grab my brushes. So I'm going to be using gouache paints for this. They're kind of, if you've never seen or used gouache before, they're kind of like the halfway point between acrylic paint and watercolor. So they can work either way. Like you can have them really, really thick and be almost acrylic, or you can like really water them down and have them like watercolor. So let me grab a brush here. We're going to go with this one. Right, got my palette. Got my scrubbing off brush. Got my water. So I will turn him this way for now, just so you guys can see. It's a little bit harder for me to paint upside down, but it's nicer for you guys because you can kind of see him, essentially. Right, so I'm going to want black first off. And I also feel like I'm missing a colour. I think I am, but I don't know where it went. I'm missing a colour! That's fine. Don't really want to wash out the black too much because Freddy's nose is black with like a tint of lighter on the highlights on his nose. I really need to get like move my webcam around so it's kind of over my shoulder a little bit. So you guys can see a bit better. But right, let's get going with this. Like I said, I'm not going to water the black down too much. Oh, keep turning the bloody light off. That's not good. Okay. Sorry about that. I know, blinding white light. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That's got a real glare to it though, doesn't it? What if I lift it higher? If I put it like that. Sorry, just trying to adjust the light so it's not like super blinding on the paper. But also so it doesn't blind me, so I can actually do what I'm supposed to do. Which I'm supposed to be painting. Right. Let's get on with this. Do like that the water makes the paint go further though. So you can kind of like, not like completely load up your brush, but you can have a fair amount of paint on there. And it takes a while to use up because you can like wash it out with the water essentially. And also hello if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure you say hello or I'll send Freddy to bite you. And you don't want that. You don't want Freddy coming to your house and biting you. Hey Andy, how you doing? Seems like tonight is going to be quite a quiet stream. You have pizza? Yeah, Freddy doesn't care about that. But you're fine because you like and subscribed to the channel, so you're all good. It's only those that don't like the video and subscribe to the channel that Freddy will come and bite. Pineapple on pizza? I can give or take it. I'm not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan of pineapple on pizza. It's okay. It's not the worst, but it's not a topping that I would choose, to be honest. And also, hi, if you're just hopping in. Good to have you here. What are you drawing, honey? I'm drawing a bear! Oh. Technically, I've drawn the bear. Now I'm painting the bear. Also, Andy, did you talk to Julian when you were in my village last? I won't put the highlights on his nose just yet. It'll probably be one of the last things that I do. Oh, okay. Well, you may have him move into your village then, because I made a dumb today, and like where I was trying to get Bruce to move in and kick out Boyd, I forgot that I was doing it and accidentally clicked yes when he said to like Julian wanted to move out. So now Julian has moved out. He's gone. And I didn't want him to. But he might move into yours, so there is that. I completely forgot I was like in the middle of talking to like Bruce and like he was suggesting Julian moves out. So then I accidentally clicked yes this morning. It was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he gone. Sad times. Foxy next. I could definitely do Foxy next. Foxy's always a fun character to paint. But yeah, I lost Julian. I'm so sad. I mean, I got Bruce, so it's not like the worst villager replacement, but I lost Julian. Oh well. Oh, I thought you still had plots. Fair enough. But he might go into your moving queue. I don't know. But yeah, he gone. He gone. Alright, and he's also got like really... Oh, I think his eyebrows are black as well, aren't they? Freddy's eyebrows are black. As are most of his eyeballs. It's okay. It's my own fault for being dumb, but still kind of gutted. But yeah, I can definitely paint Foxy next. Oh, you haven't built any new plots yet. Well, he might be one of the ones that move in then. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, so next time I do... Well, once Freddy's finished, of course. Well, next time I do an art stream like this, I can definitely paint Foxy. Good old Foxy. I remember painting a tote bag with him. That was fun. Gonna have to turn it sideways for a sec so I can do this. Also, hello, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. See, we have 6 people in here. That's amazing. Good to have you all here. Make sure you say hello in the chat. I really do like this paper. It's so nice. It is nice paper. Me like. Need to do like some more, like get like proper watercolors and maybe have a go at that. Even though acrylics are kind of my all go-to. Do like some acrylics. He has chunky eyebrows. Alright, let's do inside of his eyes next, because they're like 90% black as well. Some realism. I might do realism. But obviously, animals tend to take a little bit more time to paint than, obviously, characters do. Not that I wouldn't want to do some realism, but I guess it's not everyone's cup of tea. Would be nice to do occasionally, though, I suppose. Need to make sure to put a highlight on this, because this is his eyebrow. Oh, not his eyebrow, his eyelid. Swivel. Should have done that more grey, actually. Like maybe a really dark grey, but too late now. I do need to still have a go at painting the lemur, to be honest. Never did get around to that. I was actually debating today, like, whether to do OG Freddy or Glamrock Freddy. I was undecided. Do we do the OG bear, or do we do the other one? Although, to be fair, it would have been pretty fun to paint Glamrock Freddy, too. I could do that, yeah. It's not like this is a one and done thing. Right, so his muzzle actually needs to come... Actually, it's more brown inside there, so I might do some brown over the top of the black there where it goes back. Like, this eye isn't actually completely black. Yeah, it kind of like goes round into black, and then it's got like a darkish brown at the bottom. But like the Glamrocks would be more shiny when it comes to painting them. Oh, those shiny Glamrocks. Okay, let's do his other eye. Again, that's his eyelid that comes across there. Like, I feel like Freddy is so much simpler than Springtrap was. Like, Springtrap's got like all those greens and yellows in him, and Freddy's just brown. He'd a brown bear. So everybody in the chat, who is your favorite FNAF character? He always does come back, that is very true. In one form or another. Good old Afton. Yeah, I asked people what their favorite FNAF character was, and everyone was like, oh shit, evacuate! She's trying to engage with us! Abort! Abort! Also, my brain is giving me more ideas for animations that aren't the FNAF animation. It's like it's just gone, finish FNAF? Nah, here's some original ideas. Which, it's like, having the original ideas isn't a bad thing. But it's just like, brain is opposed to actually finishing the FNAF animation at this point. Like, finish that? Nah, you've only been working on it for 3 years. Why should you finish that old thing? It looks a bit like a raccoon at this point. It's like he's wearing a mask. Okay, I'm gonna do some like darker brown in there. Right, let's do the top of his muzzle and let the paint in his eyes dry before I carry on with those. There we go. So his muzzle is like a darkish ochre. So we grab these two and some white. Sorry, jogging the lamp about. So it's only the top of his muzzle, and then his jaw is the same darker brown that the rest of his head is, with patterns of dirt and whatnot on there. Okie dokie. Right. So I kind of want to mix the ochre with the brown here. That seems like the right sort of shade. Maybe a touch lighter, but not too light. Okay. Let's do this side first. Oh, I've got quite a lot of white mixed up in there. That's my fault. Naughty Taz! Not cleaning the brush properly. I guess it kind of works because it's not one solid colour. He's got like striations and dirt and grime on him as well, so... That's okay. Also remember to paint in one direction, Taz. That would also be good. He's got like, it's darker on the left side, sorry, I should say. Wasn't expecting such a quiet stream, to be honest, but that's okay. Yeah, that actually does go up past the nose a little bit. Although I'll re-go around with the black on the nose so it pushes down over his muzzle. See, I think it needs to be a little bit more golden. I mean, he's not Golden Freddy, but I did toy with the idea of doing Golden Freddy as well, to be honest. I had 3 Freddys to choose from. Oops, I think I got a bristle. Is that a bristle or is it paint? I think it's just paint. Getting a bristle stuck in a painting is the worst thing ever. He looks a little bit weird at the moment, doesn't he? Oh, there is a hair on there. I want to get rid of that. I think the last time I painted Freddy, it was actually on a canvas. Also, hello, if you're just hopping in, welcome. Good to have you here in the stream. And they're gone. Oh, sad face. I'll do the shading after I've done the base of it. Well, not the shading, but like the grime and the darker parts. And the dog is still going. I honestly don't know how he hasn't worn out his voice by now. Okay. That's just kind of nice with all those different tones of brown mixed in there. Indeed, Bork Bork. I think tomorrow I'm going to work on Gompers. Get to work with his walk cycle. Or carry on with his walk cycle, I guess. Hoping to hear back from Charlotte soon as well. See what her rate will be for the voice acting. actually got some pock marks in it as well. Never noticed that before. Freddy's face, I mean, not the animation. Like my animation does not have pock marks in it. Yet. I could always put pock marks in it. Just poke holes in my animation. Also, not gonna lie, it's really nice to have a light that doesn't dim as it runs out of battery because it's plugged into the mains. I can see! The Gomp Stomp. Yeah, he be stomping. Gompers be stomping. Yeah, it works really well. I said the other one that I had was USB charged, so the battery didn't last very long once it was unplugged, and it would slowly, progressively get dimmer, which is really not good when you're an artist and working. Like you end up with your face like right on the paper, so you can see what you're doing. And also not great for streaming, because it gets too dark for people to see. So yes, it was a good investment, I think. And it sits quite nicely on my desk too, so there's that. I'm not going to do his underjaw just yet. I want to go back over his eyes and add the irises. Once we've done his muzzle. But yeah, like the differences in the different browns, I think really works well for like all the different, like the patterns of dirt and like the wear and tear on the actual animatronic, so... I don't know whether to get these done as like prints though for the con. Hey Tori, how you doing? Welcome. Alright, let's add some darker brown. I think I'm going to go like with the darker brown. Doing okay, thank you. We are painting a bear today. Whoops. We be painting a bear. Yep, it's Freddy. Unfortunately, his nose doesn't honk when you press it, though. Although that would be hilarious if it did. Frederick von Fazbear. Yeah. Indeed it is. Frederick von Fazbear. Although I'm not sure he'd appreciate the name. Just blend that up a bit. What you been up to, Tori? Hope you've been well. God, I love these paints so much. Though definitely need to redo around the nose. You're okay but tired. I'm sorry you're tired. That's never good, but... I hope you feel not tired soon. I am just perpetually tired. It is a state of being for me. I can go around the black on that. Let's get just a little bit more at the top here. And stretching out onto the other side as well. "4 a.m. Why on earth did you go to bed at 4 a.m.? What were you doing? That warranted going to bed at 4 a.m. I was getting ready to get up at 4 a.m. You didn't want to sleep. Fair enough. When you wake up, just remember, friends are forever. Yes, indeed they are, Tim. Yes, they are. Also, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Good to have you here. It needs to get a little bit darker on this side. Friends are forever. Needs to get quite dark up in that corner as well. Now is a good time to hold my breath. Is it? What? Why? Why for should I hold my breath? Take that down. Sorry, I know I'm spinning the paper about all over the place, but I'm trying to like do various bits of shading and. But this is how he's looking, just so you can see on the muzzle. What are you sorry for? I'm so confused right now. Okay, do some patch of dirt in there. Oh, okay. Sure. I didn't think he was being overly trollish, but okay. I'll leave that to your jurisdiction to decide. Alright, so we're going to leave his muzzle to dry a little bit. You misclicked. Alright. Like I said, I'll leave the moderating to your jurisdiction. If you feel someone's being a troll, but... I don't think he was. Right, let's leave that as is, and I'm going to do like a really dark brown in the eye there. I think it was this one. Was it burnt umber I used? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. I think I'll do some burnt umber with black, just so we can get into that eye socket there. And do it like really dark brown. Yeah, his muzzle looks pretty good. Like I said, I really like these paints. They're really, really good for blending. And getting all those tones in there. I don't know why I put more black on the palette. I've already got black. Oh well. This black is going to be mixed with a brown, so... Right, so it's this eye. It kind of starts down here. It's just like a really dark brown. Because like the eye is not levitated, but it's held in place by metal, I think. So... just to give the eye a little bit of depth. Also, I need to add like the highlights to where his eyelids are, because at the moment they just like look like they're part of the eye. Might have it ever so lighter at the front. Blendy, blendy. But yeah, I did have like when I was at work today, I had an idea for another animation that's not FNAF. Hey there, dear. How you doing? Good to see you again. Let's just go over his nose. Go over his schnoz. Yeah, doing okay, thank you. Just chillaxing with a bit of painting this evening. We're doing the bear himself tonight. I actually think his eyelid should be like a darker grey as opposed to just pure black. Just gonna re-go over his nose just so it goes over his muzzle. What you been up to, dear? Thank you. I'm just doing his, or redoing his nose again, and then I'm gonna go and move into his eyes. Gonna set up a little apartment in there. Oh god, can you imagine? Actually, I'll pass on living in the animatronic bear. But what I will do... There we go. He's got like a shadow down the middle of his muzzle. Right, so I need some white. I think I've got some there. And I'm going to do like the eyelids, like a really dark grey. And then add highlights in them. Just because I don't think they'd be pure black. And I can see on the reference that I've got, there's very, very faint highlights as well. Didn't think that goes actually right to the edge there. Just going to turn it so I can see. Then we can do like the darker black and add highlights to the eyelids. League of Legends stuff. Ooh, nice. Sounds like a fun time. Never got into League of Legends, but fair dues. Did you draw Alistair and Lucifer in their ballet dresses? Or their tutus? I mean, lore is always good. We do like a game with some good lore in it. Or lore! I'm not going to do it too loud because I still got a cough. Don't want to be setting that off again. Okay, so you can kind of distinguish now where his eyebrow... Well, not his eyebrow. I keep saying eyebrows. Eyelids. Kirby games have the best lore. I don't know. Lore-wise, there's some really decent games out there. That's fair. You heard? What did you hear? Nothing bad, I hope. You heard anything about me? I swear it's not true. I don't know what would be my favorite game for lore, to be honest. There's so many. Alright, let's give Freddy some eyeballs. I mean, he's already got eyeballs, but let's actually make sure it look like he's got eyes. Oh, good old blue-eyed bear. Funny how a gum is always the most powerful thing in the universe. True. Actually, I don't think I've used this one. Eye promotion! Hell yeah! They are the windows to the souls, after all. The soul of a ghost child. Alright, I need to make sure my brush is clean here. Eyeballs! Alright, let me see here. So we've got this blue. So I'm going to start with the base blue, and then he's got like a black iris in the middle. Also, hello. It's okay. I bet I'm older than you, dear. I'm generally the oldest in the room. Also, hello to everybody that just hopped in. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I think this is a good color, and then I can do like the highlights and the lowlights at the bottom. Ooh, I feel all arty saying stuff like that. The highlights and the lowlights. Cool, that really makes him pop, doesn't it? Like actually giving him an eye color. Now he can stare at you from the paper. He's watching. Right? Us old farts gotta stick together. It is. What is it? I think it's like... Is it cyan? Cobalt. It's cobalt blue. Which works actually really well for Freddy's eyes. Yeah, true. It will be. I think Freddy's eyes are actually described as being like a really deep blue. Yeah, cobalt's a really nice color. So, Mosha was asking, would I potentially do some realism in stream? Would anybody be interested in that? And when I say realism, I mean like realistic animals. I can't do people. I'm absolutely awful at that. Did you guys watch Love? No, I haven't seen it. What is it? But would a realistic animal painting live on stream be something you guys would be interested in seeing? Obviously, it's a little bit more involved than like painting something like Freddy. I was thinking of maybe doing it next Monday. What risk was I'd be? No, I'd get my reference off the internets. Kind of want to paint a bird. I did draw a kingfisher a little while back. That was fun. Like, they're bright, colourful birds. But yeah, I just don't know whether, like, doing realism on a stream would be of any interest. Although I suppose there are YouTubers that do that sort of thing, so... Okay, we can't really see much of that eye, but... This one ever so much around her. Right, we'll let those dry. Be Ross. I don't think I could be Bob Ross. Can you tell? No, that's somebody different. Gonna be honest, I've never really watched any or seen... Obviously, I know who Bob Ross is, but I've never really like watched him paint. I mean, I can show you some of my animal work. Bear with me. Look. Where is it? I have a frog. Ah, yeah, there they are. So that was a kingfisher and a leopard gecko that I did a little while back. So, like, I really do like doing animal artwork. It's just, I guess, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Love for a Prism, a Japanimation about a Japanese student at London Art School. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, thank you. I don't really have, like, too much in here. Like, I haven't really used it that much. But I just really love the textured, or not the textured, like the toned paper. Other than that, I don't really have... So we've got the kingfisher and tick gecko. I also did start like a wolf. Like I just wanted to... I really love doing eyes. So we've got like a wolf eyes there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, eyes for some reason, it really is. So we've got like, I think it's an Amur tiger? They really are. I do love working, or drawing eyes. So we've got Mr. Tigger. So maybe I will do some like animal artwork live. Guess the Fnaf person. Phone guy. I guess the only other really decent one in here is the horse's eye. Like, I really wanted to learn to do horses. So I started with sketching the eye. Horses' eyes are weird! Anyway, back to drawing Freddy, but yeah. Okay, what, the tiger's a she? The tiger can be a she. And thank you, I really appreciate that. So yeah, maybe I will do some animal artwork. It's just obviously something that takes a little bit longer to do than something like this. Okay, I think that blue's dried enough that I can add his pupil. Yeah, I've always liked drawing and painting animals, but I'm only just now getting to the point where I'm really satisfied with my work when it comes to doing them. Freddy's about to get creepy. Can add all the different nice coolers in there. Actually, I might spin it around this way so it's easier for me to reach. That's fair. I can relate to the tiger being a she. I think you can just about see the pupil on the other side. Just. No, turn it this way. Guess the FNAF character. Balloon Boy. Can't only draw them when I'm actually at the zoo or the cat cafe. Oh, okay, that's cool. For the Robin. Oh, yeah. Like the Robin, I was really happy with that Robin. Freddy's scaring you. Balance was good. I really do wish I hadn't gotten rid of it now. But one of my very first, like, original pieces, it was called Balance. This is only a print of it now, because I was an idiot and got rid of the original canvas. But this was my first original art piece, I guess you could say. Sorry, the light is really bad, but yeah. You have the print, that's good. Like, I can only hope that the original canvas went to someone who really, really appreciates it, is all I can say. Thank you, Miku. And I guess my other, well, I guess you could call it my second original piece. It was an animal, but I set myself a challenge to paint with only blues and whites and blacks. Hey there, PB. So this is a piece I called With a Brushstroke. Again, this is only a print. I no longer have the original canvas. Trying to get the light to not be so glaring. But yeah, I wanted to work with only like blues, blacks, and whites with this one. So sorry, the light is really bad. It's glaring on it so badly. But yeah, those are my two like canvas pieces. Yeah, I wouldn't call it indecently good. It was okay. I was pleased with it. How you doing today, PB? But yes, all I can hope with those two pieces is that they went to someone who really appreciate them. That's all I can say. And at least I still have the prints, which are available to buy, by the way. Just going to throw that out there. Right, I can do some darker cobalt, I think. Where did I put it? Oh, I've still got some on the palette. That works too. So you ought to. Don't know if I should mix some of the cobalt with the black there, just so I can get like a little bit darker at the bottom of his eye. My goodness, you sound like Mosher Flip. I can hear him being smug from here. Yes, you. Sir. Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe next Monday then I'll do some animal artwork. That'll be fun. I mean, I guess it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's my stream, my decision. I'll have to decide what to paint, though. I think his eye is a little bit... That's right in my face. Gets a little bit darker right in that top bit as well. And then it's like a little bit lighter on the edge. So if we take a bit of this wet and go lighter. So what's your favourite thing to draw or paint, dear? What's your favourite subjects? That needs to be a bit lighter. If you were being any more smug, it would break through the screen. I don't think he's got a highlight actually in his pupil, but... Scary, creepy bear be staring. He be staring and watching you. She might do that darker up there. Might do a little bit. Sorry, excuse me. Might do a little bit of the white, like kind of creeping into the black of the pupil. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see the white. It's only like dabs. The white dabs. Who wants a spooky bear? Oh, too much. I actually quite like that because it's kind of like a little bit of light glare coming in. I'd say me, but I think that's a bad idea. Oh, but it's Freddy! He loves you! Everybody loves Freddy, and he loves you! God, I almost dipped my paintbrush in my coffee cup then. The bane of every artist, drinking paint water. I might actually go with, what are you, Prussian. Just for a little bit of darker on the bottom of his eye. Yeah. Ooh, that is a really nice deep blue. Got some nice blues in this set. I think that's the problem. Need to do the white as well. The white of his eyeball. I think I do need to go around the black of the iris again though. And we can do the, oh no, that's blue, we need black. Do the of eye. Just go, so he's got a complete set of peepers to stare at people with. Okay. Can't really see much of the other eye though, so I think there's like a little patch of the dark blue at the bottom with some lighter at the top. So we do the dark first. And we'll move into the letter. Not like that though. Give me some lighter blue. Too much. Oh, is it 10 to 8 already? Jesus. When did that happen? Oops. Oh my god. Oh, he's looking at you now. There is no escaping this. Cool. Right, we'll leave that there. I don't want to work into them too much more. Whoop, shit. Excuse my language. Sorry, I just spilt water everywhere. Quit it. Alright, let's add some white into these eyeballs. After just patch of darker blue down there. Should probably move the image away from the slushy water. Not my best idea. Right, eyeballs. Yeah. Might be an idea. Although, to be fair, it is gouache, so, you know, I could make it work if I spilt like, water on it. Where is my reference? There it is. Cool. Righty-ho. Might do some light grey just around the bottom and also around the irises. That is true. That is very true. I mean, to be fair, if I spilt water on it... No, I don't want to channel Bob Ross. I am my own artist. I don't need to channel anyone else. To be fair, though, the paper kind of makes, like, white look very, very light blue. Although that might actually be because there was some blue left on the brush. I don't know. I thought I'd cleaned it off pretty well, but I remember when I was in college doing art, I was really into surrealism. Like some of the work there is really creepy but really cool. Like, I still remember one of my final. It was shit, but one of the final pieces that I did for that, it was like a horse, but there was like I drew or painted like lights shining from above, and wherever the lights touched the horse, you could see bone instead of flesh. So it was like half horse, half well, all horse, but half flesh horse, half bone horse. I actually really like surrealism. I think it's probably one of my favorite art styles. That would have been your jam. It was a really bad piece. Like, I was really bad at art at the time. I just felt like I was good at it when I wasn't. Ah, okay, cool. I mean, any art is a good way to express yourself, but I feel like surrealism is a really good outlet for those, like, obviously, the really, really out there, strange ideas that we have. I can't remember his name, but there was one artist in particular that I was really, like, I really liked his work. I can't remember who it was. Right, I'm gonna add some black to the tip. Or, oh no, that was grey, wasn't it? His eyebrows. So I'm just gonna add some more grey to that because I've gone white on there. Ah, okay, that's cool. It's always really cool to be able to point someone in the way of something that will help them. Right, I'm gonna add some grey for the highlights on his eyelids, I think. Okay, probably don't need that much, but trying to remember the name of this bloody artist. It wasn't like he was quite an obscure one. Just can't remember his bloody name. take that back into black. Kimia right now, so I'm looking it up if he wants to volunteer. I can't remember his name. It wasn't Dali. No, not going to go to Google. What was his name? Yves Tanguy. That's it. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Yves Tanguy? It's spelled Y-V-E-S, so I think it's pronounced Yves. Let me copy it. This guy. Yeah, him. Yeah, he does a lot of landscapes, but with like weird shapes and forms in them. I think I might put just a very light hint of white underneath that. Just there. Yep. Should probably do Freddy's underjaw at some point. He's only got a muzzle and eyes. I'm just going up. Yeah, it's quite a hard one, isn't it? That is true. I just couldn't, like, it's been yonks since I was in college, so I just couldn't remember his name. But I suppose anyone at least familiar, or a little bit familiar in the art world would know him. But yeah, him, Salvador Dali, and a little bit of Frida Kahlo were my favourites. When it came to surrealism, anyway. Alright. Yeah, one of my other arty friends, she really loves Frida Kahlo. Alright, let's add some highlights to Freddy's nose. Almost the person more than her painting. No, her work was amazing. I mean, she was an amazing person, but like her work was absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Do. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hey, Freddy has highlights on his nose. How be you this fine evening? If indeed it is evening for you, it might not be. Right, just going to go around his eyes. So he's coming together quite nicely. I'm going to do his whisker marks in a moment, and then I'm going to move on to his lower jaw, because he looks weird without it. Thank you, Doe. I appreciate that. I also did Springtrap the last time I painted this, so there's this one as well. And I will say as well, guys, if you are interested in purchasing any of my art, make sure to join our Discord. You can hit me up over there if you're interested in anything. All these will be for sale. As well as a load of other stuff as well, actually. And also, I'm currently holding an art competition, so if that's something you're interested in, definitely head over there. The link is in the description, and Andy, if you wouldn't mind linking it in the chat as well. Oh, thank you, Doe. Appreciate that. But yeah, Springtrap's for sale, and when Freddy's finished, he will also be up for grabs. There it is. So if you want to join our Discord, you're more than welcome to. We're hosting an art competition over there at the moment. There's merch, and also you get to chat with all the amazing peeps that are part of our community. Right, I'm going to do his underjaw. Let's do that. No, I was going to do his whisker bits next, wasn't I? Let's do those first, and then I'll do his underjaw. Just kind of... just starting doing a new project. Ooh, what are you doing? Do tell. Give the details. We want to know. He's got one just below. So, the next time I do a Fnaf character, someone requested that I do Foxy. Also, geez, 8 people watching. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Ah, okay. I like Lichtenstein. He's a great artist. Cubism's really fun. I don't think we actually really did any of that when I was in college. But it's definitely a fun style. Very cool. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's always fun, like, recreating someone else's work. I think we didn't do cubism, but I think we had to do a different... it was a different style we did, but we basically had to do the same thing you're doing. I can't remember what style it was. Might have been pop art, but we had to choose an artist and recreate one of theirs. Alright, I might add, because they're a little bit raised, actually, I think I might, once those are dry, add a little bit of white around them. But while they're drying, I am going to do his lower jaw, which is... so his lower jaw and his head are actually a slightly different brown to his muzzle. Okay, well, there's always a first time for everything. As long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. So it's more like a goldeny brown. Okay. I was mixing up a really dark brown there, but it's not. Let's go with... that sort of colour I think would work. I'm used to more of a cartoony style. Fair enough. I feel like my art's kind of like that anyway. Like, even when I'm drawing realistic stuff, it always seems to be a little bit cartoony. Well, that's what I feel like anyway. Like, I just have a cartoony style, whether I'm actually doing cartoons or, like, whether I'm doing realism. It just has that quality to it. There's nothing wrong with that. I've learned to embrace the cartoony nature of my work. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. Embrace it. Like, you can create some, like, beautiful stuff with, like, realism, but with a slightly cartoony look. And I'm sure your art is amazing. I think that's kind of the right sort of colour for him. If you're interested, next Monday I'm actually going to be doing some realistic animal work. So if you kind of want to hop in around then, you can kind of see me doing some stuff like that. Although I haven't yet decided what animal to paint. It actually gets darker into this bit because it's like going into the lower jaw. Also, this paint really works well for cartoony stuff. No pressure, I just thought something you might be interested in. Oh yeah, definitely. You share your art over there, 100%. Hey, Tori, welcome back. Freddy's giving you the side eye. Just so you know. Alright, so I might add some darker at the top there. Yeah, Doe, you. If you have a Discord and you wanted to, you're more than welcome to join ours and share your work over there. Oh, thank you, Tori. He's getting there. I'm just giving him a lower jaw. That disappears actually under, like, into the back of his skull there, because it's a hinged jaw. He's definitely taking shape, I'll give you that. I don't want to install it. That's fair, though. Like I said, there's no pressure or anything like that. We're happy to have you just in the YouTube chat with us. It's more than enough. Okay, I'm gonna give him his, like, really cleft lip here. That's fair. So I'll probably do what I did with Springtrap with this, because I'm coming up to 8:30, which is obviously when I finish the stream. I will likely finish him off stream and post the finished image in the Discord, but I will show it again here once he's done. But still got like half an hour yet, so. Yeah, he's coming along well. Good old Freddy. That's alright, I'll probably show him on the either in my community tab on YouTube. I will post the finished image as well. So since you don't have Discord, you'd be able to see him over there. You'll see him one way or another. You'll see him when he's finished. I will do, yes. Like I said, I can post an image in my my community tab, so yeah, that. So you will see him though. I'm just gonna go a tad darker on this part. Where is... There it is. Is that black or is that the brown? That's black. Being a popular player with Fnaf fan. DJ Music Man! I can't stand Music Man. Only because when I was playing Security Breach, I had such trouble with his area. Like, you would not believe how long it took me to get through that goddamn boss fight. Bloody Music Man. Thank you, Tori. I tried. I tried my hardest. Alright. So I might do a very, very small amount of black near the cleft before I do the other side of his jaw. He watching you. Alright, that's blow. From Poppy Playtime, Doughy the Dough Man. I never got that far. I think I only played the first chapter of Poppy Playtime. So I only really got to see like the original characters, like the dinosaur and Poppy, obviously, and what's his name, Huggy Wuggy. I did like the dinosaur though; he was pretty cute. Is it Bronson? Alright, let's do the other side of his jaw. It's kind of darker underneath the muzzle there. That's his teeth. Bron, that's it, yeah. Bron and I think it was Catbee. Or B cat, one of the two. Finish the missing art. No, I just have to write the part with. Ah, you're welcome, dear. No worries. Happy to help. Probably will be finishing up very soon, but I'm glad I was able to help you finish. I think what I'll do is I'll finish his jaw and teeth, and then we'll finish up the stream with that. There was also Pianosaurus. That sounds amazing. Pianosaurus, I love it. I know of the, I mean, I never played the chapters, but obviously I know of like the Smiling Friends and Yarnaby and those kind of characters and Kissy Missy. And what was her name? Mummy Longing Legs or something? That weird, like, bendy character. She looked a bit like Spinel. Or like a hose, rubber hose animation kind of thing. Smiling critters! Hell yeah. Like, they are so creepy, but they're kind of cute in a way. I guess that's the intention. You see a lot of knockoff Smiling Critters merch around our city. Like, all the street vendors have the crappy knockoff plushies and things like that. I think it's like the lavender cat one. Dog Day. Yeah, he's cute. I quite like. I don't know any of their names really, but I like the unicorn. Unicorns, I love them. Unicorns, I love them. Unicorns, I love them. Also, scary mascot bears. They do. Oh, cool. Are they the actual ones, or are they like a crafty corn? Okay, yeah, yeah. She's he or she. Them. They're kind of cute. Mm. I think he's actually got a lighter patch. They're plushies. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I only ever played the first chapter of Poppy Playtime. Oh, they're not official one. Ah, okay, but are they? Do they look good at the very least? Because I know some of the non-official stuff it still looks fairly decent, even though some of it's absolutely awful and should be burnt in a fire. Let's turn it this way. Actually gets pretty much black up on the lip here. Or the underside of his jaw, I should say. It's not really his lip. And we'll actually do like a darker line. Get some brown in with some black up there. Oops. I don't know if with this paper, like, because I was watching a tutorial on watercolors the other day, and I don't know whether with this specific paper that I'm using, you're supposed to, like, prime it with water first. I don't know if that's a thing with all watercolors, like, you're supposed to prime it first? I think they had Bobby Bear Hug, Bubba Flint, Pink Piggy. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't really, like, we have the market sellers have, like, off-brand stuff, but it never normally looks that great. It's like the really cheap, crappy stuff. That's fair. Yeah, like the tutorial I was watching, like they primed it with just like a light brush of water over the top, but I'm finding like just layering the paint like I've been doing works really well. Then it also seems to give it like that really rough, old animatronic-y feel too. Like with all the patches and stains. And since it's gouache as well, it's not like 100% watercolor, so yeah, I'm gonna get quite dark up in this part though. Oh, they had catnap as well. Nice. And say like the layering and blending of gouache is just I love it so much. Get some of this lighter brown. Make him all patchy. He has a lower jaw. Woohoo! Oh, thank you, Doe. Hopefully he will. Like I said, I'm going to finish his jaw today and his teeth. And then I'll probably finish the rest of him off stream. But I will definitely post it in my community tab so you can see him. Worry not. Do you have any Fnaf merch? Not really. I used to have a Springtrap plush, but I don't really anymore. So that's a no. I do have quite a lot of merch from other stuff. Like I could pan my camera up and you could look around my room for like fandom stuff, I suppose, I guess you would call it. Alright, so I need to go back over to... So in the middle here is like black, and that's his teeth. And I think this side is like a darker brown. I will do that at the end of the stream, or just before I end my stream. I'll pan my camera up so you can kind of have a look around. Have a nose, as it were. A Bonnie keychain. Oh, nice. Bonnie and Springtrap. Springtrap's my favorite character, closely followed by Bonnie. Right, that's his tooth there, so... Alright, let's just blend that. And that's the top of his head there. So I think I need to fill my water pot list. Chica, that's cool. Not many people like Chica as their main, likable character. That came out wrong. But you know what I meant. Not many people choose, like, OG Chica. It's nice to see her get some love. And DJ Music Man. Music Man. That's very cool. Like I said, not the biggest fan of DJ Music Man, only because of the stress he put me through when I was playing Security Breach. God damn, did he cause me some stress. Actually, technically, it wasn't DJ Music Man that caused the stress. It was the staff bots that were causing the stress. Alright, let's do the black in between his teeth and then give him some pearly whites. Music Man! Gosh darn that thing. He's actually got like black gaps between his teeth as well. So the biggest one really is, so he's got like a tooth, a little bit of black in between. Ah, they have discovered emojis. So we've got tooth, gap, tooth, and then a gap here. My gosh, can you imagine if this had been Nightmare Freddy? That would have been terrifying. To paint and to look at. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly add. Might need to wait until that dries actually just to go over that. Why not? Emojis are fun. some of this white for his teethy pegs. And also I forgot to add like the grey in his eyes, so I might do that as well before the stream ends. Just so it's done. Yeah, I will go over with this lighter brown just so his muzzle kind of goes over his teeth like they're supposed to. Well, it is in the name. He is supposed to be a nightmare. Very true. I'm not sure who's worse though, Nightmare Freddy or just straight up Nightmare. I feel like Nightmare would be worse because he can just kind of like teleport. Like he doesn't even walk around, he just teleports into the room. You have to go now? No worries, Dove. Thank you so much for hopping in and hanging out with us. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye! I'm going to be finishing up soon anyway. Just going to finish the teeth and the grey in the eyes. And then I'll finish him off stream. I like the trails that the paint leaves in the water. Alrighty. Just that last one. And then while the teeth are drying, I can do the grey in the eyes. Then I'll redo the muzzle another time. Or the bottom of it anyway. Right. He's certainly taking shape though, isn't he? It's nice to see him like start to pop out of the paper. Really, really, really like grey. Should have made it lighter, to be honest. Might try and blend that into the eye a little bit as well. Sorry for not really chatting while I'm doing this bit. Like, full concentration mode on here. Alright, and the other one. Oh, add. The music have finished. Seems pretty appropriate since we're about to finish the stream. Right, I think I am going to leave it here, folks. But, some decent progress was made today. He's looking pretty damn decent, if I do say. Those eyes are scary. So that's going to be it for this stream. Like I said, I'm probably going to finish him off stream and then I'll post the finished work in my community tab so it can be seen. If you're interested, make sure you do join the Discord. Like I said, we are having an art competition over there at the moment, and if you want to buy any of my work, you're more than welcome to. The next stream is going to be Friday, where I'm going to be working some more on dolls in the animation stream. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and I shall see you later. Goodbye.